there are a couple of things. You know, I mentioned earlier that it's a series of things that happen to you that really are the defining moments. They kind of build up to it. So while all this is going on in the personal life of Joe Satriani, right, there is a guy named Bill Westcott who comes to Coral Place High School, this small high school in this small town where I attend, and he becomes the head music teacher. Now this guy is cut out to be a concert pianist. He's a very interesting person, and he's got a lot of intensity about him, but he's very open. He's very young at the time. I'm sure he was in his early 20s at the time. I had to take 2 music courses that were mandatory. What a great period of public education in the United States. You had to take music and art. It was great. And so I had to sing in the chorus or play in the orchestra and take a music history class. So I was doing the singing. I was a baritone, and because I hated the orchestra, and I took the music course. And I really took to it. I liked this guy a lot. And I learned how to sight sing by being in the orchestra, and we were tested by New York State Board of Regents twice a year. I mean, it was a serious education. And then he developed a music theory class the following year, and I took that class, and I loved that. And then during this time, I'm playing in bands, high school bands, and we play Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and Hendrix and Stones and The Doors, stuff like that. And we play a lot. You know, we even start going away on weekends and playing out on the island and the Hamptons and stuff like that. And but also what's happening is it's a turbulent time in the schools, and one of my classmates somehow gets the opportunity to graduate a half a year early. And I think it was because his parents were going to move or something like that, and so the school said, you know, we'll allow you to take 2 English, 2 math, everything double every day each week, so you can get out of here in January. And the rest of us heard about it, and we, of course, went to the principal and said, hey, we'd like to get out of here. And he said, you know, I'd like to get rid of you guys. So there were about 7 of us that he didn't like because we were long hairs and whatever, you know, caused trouble. And so we were doubling up on all of our subjects, and the music course was the last thing I needed to have doubled. It was either that or take an art or some other class. So my music teacher, who I was getting to be really close friends with, decided, I'm going to make this advanced theory class, and you'll be taking this, you know, 5 days a week. And so that year was incredible. My senior year in high school, I was taking 2 of these advanced theory classes, and I wound up with a university education in music by the time I graduated from high school a half year early. And it's really interesting how that all works together. I mean, there's a lot of synchronicity and circumstance that just sort of came together. So yeah, I was trying to play what was the new form of music, but I was getting a classic education in theory and music appreciation and music history. I was learning how to write sonatas and symphonies and cantatas, and I was learning how to sight sing better, and I was learning how to sight read, and it was coming together. So.